Church of the River is a really interesting community. It's hard to put us in a box. It's hard to define us. Because we are a faith without a creed, all of who you are is welcome here. We have Christians in the congregation, we have atheists, we have Muslims, we have Jews, we have Buddhists coming together around this idea that the things that unite us are stronger and more important than the differences.
At Church of the River, you'll find that we're a very welcoming congregation. There's someone right at the front ready to greet you.
You're going to find so many things here that are familiar to you from other religious traditions. We have readings, we have hymns, we have a sermon.
This is a place for people who don't have all the answers to come love, live, and learn together.
Not based on what we believe.
This is the Church of the Loving Heart.
But based on values that we want to instill in our children and in ourselves.
And I like being around people that allow themselves to grow, to learn something new, and to make this world better based on what we learn.
And part of what we really believe in here at Church of the River is taking what we do here out into our community and fighting for social justice.
Hi, my name is Rylie Duke, and I'm a member of the Church of the River Youth Group. And I am so proud of my church for being a welcoming congregation to the LGBT community. When our youth group asked to display a gay pride flag in the sanctuary, the congregation immediately loved the idea. It was so awesome to see the whole congregation bless the flag.
So, this book is about a kid who is, does anyone remember the word? Transgender. Right.
Reverend Sam helped the young kids understand what it means to be supportive of others when he read the book I Am Jazz, about the true story of Jazz Jennings, a transgender child. In addition, we're so proud to participate in the MidSouth Pride Fest and the parade. We have our very own booth at the festival that I worked last year, and so many people always show up for the parade. It's so much fun, but it's also very important to the congregation to be represented there and show support for our community.
It has never been more important to be loud and public about a message of acceptance and love and welcome for LGBT people, and that we will fight for their rights, and we will fight to make our world a better place for them.
Hi, I'm Eric Poloya, and I'm a member of the Church of the River. After moving here, I joined this congregation because here as a gay man, I was loved and accepted as I am. Following this video, you'll find out some more information about our strong commitment for social justice.
At Church of the River, we try to put our faith into action, and we do that through a number of different efforts. We have a social justice team called Team Upstream that tries to look at the big picture and then focus on ways to make the biggest impact. Right now, they're doing a lot of work around voter registration to ensure voting rights and to make sure that everybody has a voice in the issues that affect their communities. We're a charter member of MICA, the Memphis Interfaith Coalition for Action and Hope, which has brought together a coalition of groups to focus on economic equity, education reform, and immigrant and intercultural equity. Members of our congregation volunteer each month to feed people who are experiencing homelessness at a local soup kitchen. Others volunteer with Manna House and the Hospitality Hub, which provide clothing, hot showers, and many other types of assistance to people who are experiencing homelessness. And we work with other local churches to work with Room in the Inn, which is an organization that provides emergency shelter for people experiencing homelessness during the coldest months of the year. Some members of our congregation volunteer with MIFA, delivering Meals on Wheels with the Red Cross, providing disaster assistance or tutoring for children in Shelby County schools to help them learn to read. Members of our congregation have participated in protest marches and rallies. We have a booth at Memphis Pride to support the LGBTQ community. We've marched to speak out against gun violence. We've marched to speak out against the mistreatment of immigrants in our community. Our Unitarian Universalist faith has a legacy of deeds, not creeds. So if you're interested in working to make this a better, more just world, the Church of the River could be a place for you.
Hi, y'all. It's Sandy Kozik, and I've been a member of First Unitarian Church of the River here in Memphis ever since I can remember. I was lucky that when I was growing up, my parents took me to all sorts of different churches in the area so that I could make the choice. My mom was a member of this church since the 50s, so I went to Sunday school here, grew up, traveled some, came back to town. This is my church home. I'm really lucky. I also teach in the religious education division. I'm a board member down here. I grew up in this church, literally. And speaking of religious education, here's our Director of Religious Education, Cindy Sakan.
If you're looking for a community to help you be a better parent, to pass on values, then the Church of the River can be that place. It's a community where we come together not based on what we believe, but based on values that we want to instill in our children and in ourselves. I often hear families say that they are raising their children without religion and hoping that they will find their own path. You can raise your child without religion. You can't raise your child without a community.
This is a church of the open mind.
We are a church of an open mind. We are a church of a loving heart. We are a church of helping hands. We encourage you to have an open mind about what you hear, what you see, what you experience. We encourage everyone to love each other, and our faith requires us to have helping hands in order to put faith out into the world or have it mean anything to you internally. So what you'll find on Sunday morning is caregivers that are the same every Sunday in the nursery for infants and preschoolers, where they learn to work and play in community with others. We have a Montessori-based spirit play classroom for ages 5 roughly to 9. They will engage in carefully curated stories with universal themes. Our elementary class, our middle school class, and our high school class all meet separately with age-appropriate materials. We have youth groups for middle schoolers and for high schoolers.
You are beloved. You are beloved. You are important.
And then our children's benediction frames the message that we want them to take home. You are beloved, you are important, and you are powerful. And if they only take one message home from all the years they're with us, that's the one I hope they carry with them.
Hi, my name's Diane Duke, and I'm a single lesbian who moved to the Deep South about 4 years ago from Los Angeles. When I walked through the doors of Church of the River, it was like coming home. Church of the River is my family, and I'm really happy to be here. Now you're going to listen to some stories from some other folks who want to tell you about Church of the River and why you should come and visit.
Welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Memphis, also fondly known as the Church of the River. It serves as a beacon for liberal religion.
I go to the Church of the River because I believe in the worth and dignity of every human being.
I'm accepted for who I am, not what I believe.
Because it evokes peace in me.
It provides an anchor for me as I move forward in the week.
And your voice is important here, and your presence is valued here.
Bring your family and come visit us at Church of the River.
I promise you, you will be warmly welcomed.
This church will soothe your soul.
You'll find something here for every age.
You'll be changed and will be changed by your presence with us.
Worshiping together and laughing together and being in beloved community with one another.
Come visit us at Church of the River.
You'll be glad you did.